The vehicle's not stolen, Sergeant. I have the registration for the vehicle, Sergeant. I have the registration for the vehicle, Sergeant.
You're saying carrying handcuffs in your truck means that they won't break into your truck. You're making it look like it's a law enforcement truck, so they won't break into it?
In a society where trust in law enforcement is really important, the shocking reality of imposters pretending to be cops is not just a Hollywood script, it's a chilling truth that unfolds in unexpected places. But have you ever wondered what drives someone to pretend to be a cop, risking it all for a taste of power? How do these cunning frauds manage to fool the unsuspecting public and even fool real cops? Brace yourselves, because we are going to look at some cases when fake cops realize they've been caught, but will justice prevail? Or will these imposters manage to slip away? Well, let's find out. Case 1. Imagine cruising down South Pine Street on a regular day, when suddenly a black Dodge Ram comes zooming by at a whopping 90 miles per hour. Crazy, right? Well, this happened to Detective Dillian of the Leno County Sheriff's Office on February 8, 2019. Detective Dillian, doing his duty, decides to pull over the speedster, expecting just another reckless driver. But this guy, Jeremy Kirk, is no ordinary culprit. Turns out, Jeremy's got a badge around his neck, dressed head to toe in a tactical bodysuit like the real deal, and he's even got a body cam rolling.
You're not with any law enforcement agency.
No.
But you're wearing a badge like you are.
Well,
you ID'd yourself to the sheriff as an arson investigator.
I'm sorry, sir?
You ID'd yourself as an arson investigator, right? Where does that radio go to?
It's Adam Radio. It's AWIN Radio.
Where did you get AWIN radio at?
I'm with Adam as well.
What Adam?
Arkansas Department of Emergency Management.
You work for them?
I'm a volunteer for them, yes, sir.
Who's the supervisor over that? Do they know you're wearing that radio while you're working your private job, serving civil papers?
Yes, sir.
They know you're using that radio?
Yes, sir.
They do?
Yes, sir.
Adam?
Yes, sir.
We're going to find out all that.
Okay.
Step out and step to the back here.
Sure.
You got your camera on, you better make sure it's recording.
Okay.
Let's step out. You got handcuffs too?
I do.
Step right back there.
Now, Detective Dillian is puzzled. Jeremy, claiming to be a civil process server, insists he's on his way to the high school for some paperwork job. But as it turns out, Jeremy is tuned in to a police radio, which is a serious offense.
What's on you beside your pocket knife?
No, sir.
You have any firearms in the truck?
No, sir.
You have a canine in there?
No, sir.
Is that our frequency you're listening to?
Yes, sir.
What's the phone? Or you may go bond out on this. Contact Adam and see if they know who this guy is. He says he's a volunteer with them. He's got an A1 radio. Where did you get the A1 radio?
From Adam.
You're telling me that they know that you're doing this?
Yes.
You're out serving civil papers, using our radio, running lights and sirens. Didn't know he was behind you, did you? You're not law enforcement, you understand that, right?
Yes. I don't have blue lights either.
You're right, you don't have blue lights, but you're driving crazy down the middle of the road.
Okay.
That's not an emergency to go serve civil papers.
Okay.
This is our guy who serves our civil papers. Would you do that?
Okay.
They're writing you some tickets, and we're going to go to court, and there's other things we're going to do here.
Okay.
You got handcuffs in there, too.
Mm-hmm.
What are the handcuffs for?
They're from...
What are they for?
They're a theft deterrent.
A theft deterrent?
Yep.
What does theft deterrent mean?
Well, it'll keep somebody from breaking into my truck. Hopefully. That's the thought.
You're on court, correct? Okay. So you're saying carrying handcuffs in your truck means that they won't break into your truck. So you're making it look like it's a law enforcement truck, so they won't break into it?
If you walked up to break that window and break in, and you saw that, would you break in?
I'm not a criminal, but yeah, I'd steal your handcuffs and steal your guns.
Okay.
Is there guns in there?
Nope.
Anything else in there that IDs yourself as a law enforcement officer?
Nope.
Certified what? Fire and explosion investigator.
Mm-hmm.
You're wearing a badge to serve papers that says that. Who do you work for?
I work for myself, sir.
What's the name of your company?
A search of Jeremy's car reveals a stash of law enforcement gear, an expandable baton, a taser with a death warning, a police radio, and even a portable breath test for alcohol content. It's like he's attempting to impersonate an entire police department.
Back your truck here, what are those for? Are you a CPO? Where'd they come from? Who owns those?
I do.
Where'd they come from?
The CPR store.
Are you a CPR instructor? You got your card? Who do you instruct for?
Somewhere. American Heart.
What's in the box? What's in the box there?
I don't think anything is. I may have a jump box in there.
What's the last class you taught? Where was it at?
It was yesterday, and it was in Pine Bluff.
Who did you teach it for?
UAPB.
They know you're a felon?
Nope.
What's the combination for this?
I don't know.
Back there, no.
Get a search warrant for anything and everything that's not locked. If he doesn't want to cooperate.
Our privacy law, it's not locked. I was gonna say our policy says I can enter.
We may need to get a search warrant for his house.
You can be a felon and a notary.
No? You can't be bonded and be a felon. Do they know that you're... When did this get issued?
That was issued. It expired in 2027, so it's recent.
So you lied on some paperwork there to get that. They asked if you've been convicted of crimes.
Nope.
You didn't lie on it?
Nope.
You put on there you was a felon?
Nope.
Breathalyzer. He's got a taser. He's got everything in here. I think a search. I think we need to have a search for his house.
And do a charge of possession of a weapon for each one of them.
How's that going to work?
You'll see. You're acting like a law enforcement officer. You have radar, you have a BAC, a PPT, right? What's it for?
Make sure I don't drive drunk.
Make sure you don't drive drunk.
He's on a one-man mission to embody the whole sheriff's office. From arson investigator to CPR instructor, this guy's got it all. Long story short, Jeremy's now behind bars, facing charges for impersonating law enforcement. Hold on, because we've got another Jeremy in the mix. And this time, it's a certain Jeremy DeWeet, the man who decided to play cop but got caught red-handed. Case 2. Now Jeremy owned a company called Metro State Vehicle Protection Services, which, believe it or not, provided funeral escort services. But he used this gig as a cover to impersonate police officers.
Go around. Go a f***ing round. Castleberry, Cabin Cemetery, everyone to hold the sirens. Air horns only, air horns only. Like the whole agency. Vehicle! Unbelievable. Hey! Dumb white in a blue car. You better figure it out. You better, you out of my funeral, out of my funeral. You over there. Motor one's moving again.
Imagine being in a funeral procession, mourning a loved one, and this guy is weaving through traffic like a maniac. He even goes as far as pulling over random cars just because they are in his way. Luckily, Officer Ogletree, who was keeping an eye on the funeral procession, had seen enough of Jeremy's reckless behavior. Jeremy was yelling, using misleading hand signals and blasting an air horn, creating chaos in what people thought was a high-speed chase but was just a funeral. A brave passerby called Jeremy out for his bullying, and Officer Ogletree decided it was time to intervene.
What are you doing? What the does it look like I'm doing, dumb? Get the over before you find out.
Stop pretending you're a police officer.
Listen, motherfucker, I know what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. What you need to do is figure it the out before you start talking and cutting us off.
I'm not cutting anyone.
Go ahead and pull your little phone out.
I'm not
do
cutting
your little
anyone
Google search and figure out what we're doing and what we legally allowed. Good. Then back off and give us room.
I'm not interfering with you at all.
You are by running along.
You've been blocking traffic.
Yeah, I need you to stay to the side, sir.
Dude,
that's what the legal law is. Go back and look it up. 316. Good. Call them now. Please, 911 right now.
I'm not calling 911.
Go ahead. Call them 911 right now.
I'm not going to call 911.
Tell them it's on video too. Let them know all of us. It's on video. We also have your tag number. So please let me know. Left lane hard to the first exit you come across. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's at least get some speed. Let's get to 100. Somebody get this dumb blonde out of the way. They're in the left. They're in the right, I mean. We're in the left. They just shift lanes.
Move to the left, Civic. Civic, move to the left.
Right there.
During the traffic stop, Jeremy, thinking he's a law expert, calls for backup and protests his arrest. Little did he know that the motorcycle he was riding was reported stolen.
I need a unit up here now so he can take over. It's on my motorcycle, Sergeant. You want me to go back to my motorcycle? You want me to stand over here, Sergeant? I can't, because unless you're going to put one of your cruisers here and hold this funeral, I can't do that. Sorry, to piss me off. Sorry, I'm not trying to piss you off. It's your license. See, let me go. Okay. Your license. All right. Sergeant, we can transfer over to Woodbury. What happened? I've been looking for you. Oh, that's such a nice thing to say. It is, isn't it? I missed you. I know you did. No, hold on. You want me to move my bike, Sergeant? Where's your gun? Where's your gun?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I have a valid registration from the state of Florida, Sergeant. I need units back here now with video cameras. Now! Sergeant, my vehicle's not stolen, Sergeant. I can tell you right now, everything's being videotaped on my body cam, Sergeant.
Okay, you're
That's not a firearm, Sergeant.
Let's go.
That's a less lethal, Sergeant. So legally, for the Florida statute, I'm allowed to carry that, Sergeant. 970. Go ahead and look it up, Sergeant. The vehicle's not stolen, Sergeant. I have the registration for the vehicle, Sergeant. I have the registration for the vehicle, Sergeant. Sergeant, get your lieutenant, please.
There is no lieutenant. I'm
Then
in.
get a captain.
There is no captain. I'm
Then
in.
get somebody that outranks you, Sergeant.
Nobody
I have
outranks
the
me.
very valid registration, Sergeant, that shows the state of Florida gave me the registration and that tag. The tag was stolen off another motorcycle. That motorcycle was stolen. We were given the tag back by Orange County Sheriff's Office, and then that tag was given to us by the Department of Motor Vehicles, Sergeant.
Where you have handcuffs?
Make sure you have your body cameras running.
Body cameras are running. Why you have
I'm
handcuffs?
not talking to you, officer.
Okay.
I have the registration for that vehicle, Sergeant. I want everyone on this scene with their body cameras rolled.
As Jeremy becomes more uncooperative, officers slap him with charges: resisting without violence, impersonating a law enforcement officer, and unlawful use of a two-way radio. And let's not forget the 2 traffic violation citations.
Because the Honda was stolen, and we got the tag back from the Orange County Sheriff's Office, and then we registered it to that motorcycle. And that motorcycle has that tag. And the Department of Motor Vehicles issued the registration sticker for that tag.
Huh?
Put him in the car.
All right.
Drop that.
In the car, dude.
That's it.
You just chill. If it's an issue,
Oh,
we'll figure it out. But you screaming and yelling isn't going to change that.
Well, pulling me out, or putting me in cuffs,
When your car is, when it shows signal 10,
right,
stolen, it's a felony.
with the
That's how it's done.
registration, and I have the registration on my phone, but
Just
you
sit
guys are
tight,
refusing
okay?
to listen.
Just sit tight.
Okay. Open the window, please, officer. Thank you. I appreciate it. Officer! Sir!
Good.
That's not stolen!
You guys,
What?
you were
26.
Please get a lieutenant. I'm begging you to get a lieutenant. I never resisted you. Sir. Officer. I know you see I'm a felon. That's why you're ignoring me.
In the end, Jeremy gets a one-way ticket to the Orange County Jail, and the town is left shaking its head at the guy who thought he could outsmart the law. Case 3. However, Jeremy DeWitt is not the only fake police officer caught while carrying out his pretend duties. On October 4, 2022, in Ohio, these impersonators would be apprehended for doing just that. Police officers spotted a car blatantly racing through red lights with red and white flashing lights. Sirens blaring, they pull the vehicle over, ready for a routine traffic stop. To their surprise, the 2 inside aren't fellow officers, but imposters. Meet Sean Whitaker and Dwayne Jordan, the dynamic duo of fake cops.
Okay, they're stopped. Buckles are independent. RP's gonna be John Ocean Henry 3856. Turn the car off. Turn the car off. Put your hands out of the window. All right, man. What's going on, dude? What are you doing?
We just got a call over the radio for a signal 44. We have 2 officers on the other side of Akron. Just called for.
You a police officer?
Do you need my assistance? I'm armed security officer.
So you're running red lights?
I wasn't able to get my lights down.
You're running red lights?
Yes, I ran a red light.
2 of them.
What's going on, boss?
You're not a police officer, man.
I know that.
Caught red-handed, these 2 confess that they're not on official duty but claim they're responding to a distress call about a fellow officer.
So what call are you going to right now? Like, what's happening with that?
There was from what I got on the radio, there was a large fight that was uncontained, and they needed assistance.
Okay. Did they call Akron police?
I have no idea if they did or not.
So So, tell me your thought process when you're going up. How fast were you going? How fast do you think you're going?
I would say around 50 through there.
Okay. Why do you think it's a good idea to go through the red light like that?
I didn't realize it was a red light at the time.
Okay. Okay. Why are you going through lights with your red and white lights on?
Just trying to get there.
Okay. So you know you're not supposed to have those on, man. I can see private property. You can't have those red and white lights on, man. Okay. Do you have a siren in there?
No, there's no siren.
Okay, so you just have the red and white lights on, no siren?
That's it.
Smooth, right? But the officers aren't buying it. And guess what they find? Police badges and handcuffs. The wannabe cops were craving that power trip of authority they didn't earn.
I'm worried that Jim. Okay. Start talking to him. His gun was hot. We'll just get to the bottom of it. Looks like this guy's the legit one right now. Okay. Obviously, he's not. He looking for a DOSEC. I have no idea, but it's all over it. So he said that this guy doesn't work for DOSEC. He just picked him up at the hookah place. Then the guy called for sure. I don't know why he's taking somebody that doesn't work at his company to a call for sure. That's a problem. Yeah.
As the officers dig deeper, they uncover a stolen gun with Sean and a rookie security guard, Dwayne, in the mix. Sean gets hit with receiving stolen property, while Dwayne faces charges for improper firearm handling. Now, what's your take on these unbelievable stories? Ever encountered someone like Jeremy in your life? Share your thoughts, or maybe even your own crazy stories, in the comments below.